Hello there, ladies and gentlemen of that humble internet. It's another small little marathon, in case you couldn't tell, but while I'm sitting here, already doing the game, recording it, I might as well just keep going. And I'll just stretch out the uploads as time comes. You know, I'm actually off tomorrow, so I may just upload everything then. And people can just binge watch this to their convenience. Last time we were here, Solvi joined the party. And in terms of what's happening this episode, I am literally retracing my steps. I am going to be revisiting every tiny spot that I went to see if there's anything new. To close out. Hold on. Oh, don't mind my desktop. I'm trying to see something. I'm just trying. Okay, I'm actually recording. Okay. That would have been a wasted minute and 13 seconds. I'm retracing all my steps to get every last bit of detail and new bit of story here and there. So we're prepping for the end game, essentially. We're prepping for it. And so he also happens to be a bit of a nerd. He has got a stamp collection. We just agreed to be pen pals, which I don't know if you could be pen pals still if I travel through dimensions and go back to my world and my memory is not wiped. And if his memory also gets wiped of my involvement of this world, I'm creating more complicated lore for this multiverse than what's actually fucking needed. Clace, ignore me. It was crazy how different he seems now from how he was before. I'm taken aback. But if it was the new him, and it's not some sort of facade, he'd be welcomed. Right, okay. So this was in the past. So let's keep going. This was Town Square. Mila's house is next. Let's take a look. Oh, by the way, hi, Milas. How you doing, bro? Don't mind us. Going to the Great Tree. Oh, 14. You want to fucking climb this son of a bitch while we're here? Was this old?
Mark my words, Seer. One day, I'm
going to
climb the Grand Tree.
Yes, this is old.
I can feel it.
Do you want to know how I know it's old? Because he called me Seer and not Monarch. Take me inside. Oh, old. I think we're done here. Unless you wanted to take me to the exit. Okay, this is just taking me to the outskirts. Okay, so now that I was here, I went to East Crown, then here, Outlook. So, here first. Yeah, I see that. Hello, fourth heart to heart. That was, I was told, was hidden. I look off into the distance, already shivering at the extreme cold. I wanted to visit home one time before the end, and that included East Crown. We never got to find out what was there. I start to wonder if we ever will. Not that it's even important. It has nothing to do with our goal, or our cause. It's just a mystery, one of many left unsolved. Unless Clace has somehow all this time been working on DLC. Hal approaches me from behind and looks into East Crown. Seems perplexed. It's like he's never really knows what's over there. Not even he really knows what's over there. It makes sense that the old monarchy had the ability to survive the cold.
We know this place.
Okay, he knows this place. Mystery's about to be solved. DLC cancelled. He holds out his hand, feeling the harsh winds.
The fatal cold. Death within an hour. No chance of survival. Not like Alarinthia's deserts. We let criminals handle their own end. A mercy. Because of this, it became a very mysterious place. We started to wonder what was out there, if anything. However, until now, we had no way of finding out.
Until now?
This cold, we feel nothing. It wouldn't harm us to venture forward. Perhaps now is the time to solve this mystery. How fitting that we would be the first. A monument to death. An execution ground. Monarch, we would like to take a brief break.
Okay. How does he know for sure? He's literally a walking corpse, dude. Then again, his body might freeze. He wouldn't die, but he'd still be frozen. He may not feel anything, but the body could still freeze.
Unlikely. We would be shielded by our spirits. They may die one by one, but we would endure.
One
At the end of
by
it,
one.
we would remain largely unchanged.
One by one. Exactly how many spirits do you have in there, my man?
Like, what?
Besides, we were not asking for permission. Do you not share the same curiosity as us?
I mean, I do.
We thought so, too. Something about great minds. Perhaps there will be nothing, or perhaps not. It is something we will never know until we try.
Takes a few steps forward and looks down at the ground.
Already, we can feel our power dwindling. The spirits inside come forth to keep us warm. We will hurry and return with minimal damage.
Jesus. He starts walking away, powered by his curiosity. I guess he couldn't resist solving a mystery of the world. I don't blame him. He was also uniquely qualified to do so. Just like how I'm the heir to the throne, I'm the only one. I guess he's just embracing his calling, much like I did. But East Crown? Would there be anything in there? I think there's something important there. We wouldn't have to keep coming back here. There must be something important inside East Crown. It was too mysterious. There had to be something there. And now we finally find that out. It was rather exciting. I hold those thoughts in my mind until Hal returns. He shows no signs of wear and walks as strong as ever. It's hard to get a read on his face. There's no emotion on display.
We don't understand. For a while, there was nothing. But then, we saw something interesting.
I saw a bird. It was pretty. I ask him to elaborate, my curiosity taking control.
East Crown is ice. There's no water anywhere. It doesn't make any sense. We saw a ship, crashed, broken, frozen among the ice. A ship sailing in ice. This is backwards. But we think that perhaps this is okay. Backwards, just like our thoughts.
Now he's lost me.
The future, or perhaps the past. This new outlook changes almost everything. Do not worry, Monarch. We were harmed in no way.
Okay.
As we said, spirits inside kept us warm. A self-sacrifice that helped us brave the cold. A noble end. We are lesser now, but only slightly. And it is an interesting feeling.
You're probably a lot less quiet in your head. A lot more quiet, I should say.
What we saw in East Crown is of no real importance. However, it has conjured up a spark in our minds. A spark that we must discuss promptly in Mazio.
Oh, Jesus.
There are some final matters to take care of before the end. Thanks for coming here, Monarch. If anything, it benefits us. I'm sorry if this wasn't what you expected. But that's not always a bad thing.
I mean, there's literally nothing stopping someone from wearing a good winter coat and going out there later to find out what the fuck. I nod as long as he found some sort of benefit in this little trip. Before our final battle, everyone needed to be committed to the cause. One error, one slip-up could cost us all of our lives. We had to be resolute. But I wonder what he could want to talk about so suddenly. The future? Thinking backwards? Something was definitely bothering him. I'd have to do my duty as his leader to quell any worry before we launch our attack. The loyalty scene is now available. Click on his icon. Okay. Alright. Neat. No. Where was, here? This one. That was that. That's done. Whew, boy. Alright. Now this. Dun dun dun. I haven't seen Deer Man in a good long while. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Moving right along. So big. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Nope, I thought I saw something. I did not. Perigano. Okay, so dun dun dun. But there's places to head inside. Everything looks done here. Oh yeah, Perigano is being kept a tavern. That is right. I did that back in the day. So that seems to be all of that. Moving right along, we're going to the Outlook. Okay. Damn. Going down here. Traveling to Mazeo, right? Take me back to the world map. We're just gonna make doubly sure. Okay, take me to the world map. Yep, straight into Mazeo. Or should I quickly look at Amaranthia? I don't think there'd be anything in Amaranthia, but I'm gonna look there regardless. But we're going back. Should I look at that one now? Because as I go through my trek here, I think it's going to have to end at the war table. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna look through here first. Damn. See, I could have done like all the heart to hearts here again. All right. Docks, desert, literally just... We're literally taking one grand tour of everything, right? We're doubly making sure that we got everything. Nothing different's gonna pop up. So far, it's looking okay. Boom. Nothing new. I'm liking how there's nothing new. World map again. Wait, was it... Okay, now city. Okay, this is looking good. This is good. This is good. Be very funny if we ran into some familiar faces here. You know? It's like, hey, making one last trip. Hey, I notice Ulrich is alive. That would be very awkward. We all just walk back in. I actually think there's going to be nothing here. Alright, let's just go to Mazeo. I definitely got everything I need to get here. So to Mazeo we go. We'll go to the city and then the Rebel HQ. Mountain Pass. Okie dokie. Town Square would... No, Main Gate it would be next. Hey, it's weird seeing some of these old arts again, and that's new! As I wander the town square of Mazeo, I notice Sovi checking out the market stalls. He seems completely engrossed by everything, like he's finally has time to stop and look. Makes sense, until now. It's likely that he was always on a mission for the Triumvirate. After exploring the markets for a while, he approaches me. Doesn't look like he's bought anything. He's just looking around.
So many useless items.
Oh yeah!
People actually buy these things.
Oh yeah!
Back in Balteus, I got used to having the bare minimum. Anything more than that is a pointless luxury. A waste.
I mean, you're not wrong!
Yet, I must say, some of it does have a certain appeal. There were some very unique writing utensils. I might look into them. Not that I fancy myself a writer or anything. They just caught my eye.
He points to the nearby alleyway and tilts his head towards it.
Would you follow me into that alley, Monarch? I think we need to get away from all of these people.
What the fuckity fuck? And this one is like the most like, yeah, sure, let's get going. I'm going with my sarcastic shit. Alone in the alley?
No, but you don't have any other choice. You'll be using that blade when you assault Balteus. If you don't know how to use it, you'll probably die.
Oh, when you put it that bluntly. Without saying another word, he walks the back alley. I follow after him, ready to learn more about the Blade of Exodus. When we arrive, I start to ask him questions, mainly about its origin.
I couldn't tell you. It's a mystery, even to me. Perhaps they stole it from the monarchy before they took over. I've heard that they had visions too, much like the blade can supply. If that's not the truth, then perhaps they made it themselves. But I'm starting to think they either stole it or stumbled upon it. Stealing isn't above them, as we've all been made aware of.
He shakes his head, as if he's upset that he can't sate my curiosity. But that's fine. Perhaps it's something we'd find out when we got to Balteus.
This is probably the first trick I should teach you.
He holds out a closed fist, and my blade soon appears in his hand. I've seen that happen several times, almost like he can summon it at any time.
You have to be near the blade for it to work, but it's useful. Disarming your enemy is a viable tactic in battle, so be ready. They will try to take the blade away from you because of its power.
I nod.
Go ahead. Hold out your hand and reach for the blade. Not with your body, but with your mind. See if it works.
Okay. I close my eyes and hold out my hand. Sylvie immediately chastises me with the blunt side of the blade. Hitting against my hand, I wince slightly and shake away the pain.
No. Never close your eyes in battle. Did you not learn anything about combat in Valinor?
No!
If you did that in a real battle, you'd be dead in mere seconds.
Dude, I was lucky to get out of that Colosseum! I shrug.
Now do it again, and look me in the eye. I have no use for you if you can't follow directions.
Oh god. Doing as instructed, I look him in the eye. I focus as hard as I can and try to summon the blade. But after a few moments, nothing happens. Nothing at all.
Try harder, like your life depends on it. Because when you need to do this, it will.
He's absolutely right. I scoff softly, but try not to break the gaze. He squints as if he's judging my movements. But after even more time, nothing happens.
I guess you need a little incentive.
Oh god, he's gonna swing it at me. Without any warning, he reaches behind himself. Pulling a dagger... Okay, he's just gonna shank me. Pulling a dagger from the leather straps on his back, he attacks me. I take a defensive stance. Before he can harm me, I have possession of the blade. It appears in my hands at the perfect angle and position to deflect Sylvie's assault. His dagger is in a deadlock with my blade, and he pushes me back against the alley wall.
So, it's your fear that powers you.
It's not a good thing. After a few moments, he backs off and puts away the dagger.
I was the same, until I mastered my fears. Then the blade responded to my willpower, my resolve. It can learn and grow just as much as you can, Monarch. If you learn to remain calm in the face of battle, you'll do fine. Without fear to rely on, the blade will find something else. What that is, however, is different from person to person.
Oh god, with me it would be anger.
I'm eager to see what kind of person you become. For now, let's continue on our way. No more wasting time. When we have another moment together, I can teach you more.
He smiles and leaves the alleyway. I remain there, by myself, pissing myself. It was hard not to be scared, given my situation and the upcoming battle. But if mastering those emotions made me a better wielder, then I had to try. I leave the alleyway and replay the recent events in my mind. My eye trails over to the drawing utensils that Zoe pointed out earlier. I wonder for a moment if I could get him a gift. A thank you for the lessons. Dear Clace, I would have gotten this man his writing utensils. But not as a romantic gesture. I am allowed to get gifts for my friends, for my comrades, and not because I want to fuck them. I have no choice now but to click don't get them, because I can't just get them for a friend. It has to be a romantic gesture. What is wrong with you? Why is there an option to fuck everyone in your party? It probably wasn't a good idea, so I forget and move on. Perhaps another time, as right now I was very busy. I leave the town square, ready to continue on my way. Seriously, I would have gotten them for him, but not to fuck him? Why would I get them to fuck him? Fuck! Oh, take me to the mayor's house. Is the mayor going to join us? That would be amazing. Let's see, I see nothing. There's nothing. We're moving back. Moving along. What would be the next? The docks? I think so. Unless there's an option to literally just... okay. I see green check marks. So, church. Then we're going straight into the Rebel HQ, right? Oh, yeah. Rebel HQ. So, start with the tunnels, no? Tunnels to go to the main entrance. We have that third heart-to-heart. I walk through the main atrium of the Rebel HQ. It's not fully clean. Blood still stains the floor. Armor is scattered about. I'm not sure what they plan to do with the pieces of the honor guard. Sylvia's looking around, and he appears sad. I don't blame him. This is where he launched his attack. Him and his men killed almost all of us. We almost lost that day.
I already had my doubt when we launched this attack. If only we had our fight a little bit earlier, I could have prevented this. Touching that blade at the same time as you, that was the catalyst. I don't think you knew the truth of the monarchy at that point. It's almost as if they were calling out to me, trying to change my stance. Well, I suppose it worked. I stand here ready to repay you for my sins.
His words seem so genuine. It's almost hard to think he could be lying. At first, he seemed unsure about whether or not he'd rejoin the Triumvirate. What started as a revenge quest against Halen has certainly grown quickly.
But we mustn't waste time on talk like that. Focusing on the past stops you from seeing the future. That's what is truly important. Your assault on Balteus.
I agree. Sylvie doesn't seem like one to waste time with pleasantries.
So, I guess I'll be teaching you 2 lessons this time. First of all, focus on the war. Don't waste time with being friendly. I've seen you and your comrades. That bond is dangerous during battle.
It can sometimes be a good thing.
We can't have you taking a sword for a loved one. You are this world's future, Monarch. You need to be smart. Feelings? They cloud judgment. I know this all too well, and so should you. And in your situation, it is best to rely on things that serve you without hesitation. A friend with emotional stakes may not follow every order. That is a major flaw. Their blade, however, and the beings it can create, will cater to your desire.
I can make my own friends! He points to the suits of armor scattered around the floor. That means the next lesson must be related to the honor guard. The triumvirate could create a near infinite amount. Could I do that too?
Normally, the blade requires a sacrifice and the energy within to power that armor. But there is so much energy within you. I wonder if you could do it by yourself. Imagine an entire force of honor guard soldiers serving you. Such power.
Neat.
The Triumvirate is right to want that blade back. In your hands, it is a threat. And it makes sense why they'd want you dead, too. You are the Monarchy. Take out that blade for me, Monarch. Let's see if you can do what I think you can.
Oh, God. And again, anyone who sees me as a threat to anything is not a confident, sane, or competent man to be in charge. I do as instructed and take out the blade.
It responds to your will, your desire. Think of it as an extension of your body. A new muscle, ready to be trained. Hold it out toward those scattered pieces of armor. See if your resolve is strong enough to give them life. That's all it takes. A spark in your mind to ignite a flame.
I hold out the blade, pointing it towards the suits of armor. Keep my eyes focused on them, trying to control them. The pieces start to move, rocking back and forth. I focus with all my strength as they start to shake more. But as Sophie mentioned, it's like a new muscle. I can't flex it too long. The pieces stop shaking and remain still, just as soon as they began to move.
Disappointing.
Same as the rest of my life. I scoff at him and assume a neutral stance.
It seems as if you can only use the blade while under duress. I suppose that's not too bad. We'll be in Balteus soon enough, after all. At least now you know what to do. Follow my directions and you'll be fine.
Heed your every order and I might survive? He starts to walk away, but quickly turns around.
There won't be enough time for you to master your fears. You might have to embrace these dangerous situations in order to prevail. But that blade is so powerful. I'd do whatever it takes to harness that power.
Probably not the best choice of words when you're trying to have loyalty.
I'll see you around, Monarch. Feel free to keep practicing if you feel the need. This is going better than I expected, to say the least.
Oh my god, than you expected. The bar was set so low. This time he dismisses himself for real. Embrace the danger to become more powerful? That seemed like backwards logic, but a lot of things were backwards lately. If the blade responded to my fear and danger, then I guess I knew what to do. Because Sophie was right. I could never retrain myself in time for our final attack. What an odd situation to be in, but I guess in my position, I couldn't eschew risk. His implication was that, if I were in danger, the suits of armor would have risen up. When the time comes, I can only hope that his prediction is correct. I wonder what other lessons there are to learn. What else could the blade do? Perhaps I'll learn more from Sophie the next time we meet. Whenever that ended up being. Which is probably in the quarters. His advice keeps playing on repeat in my mind. Emotional stakes could be a hindrance in battle? Would I truly let something like that endanger our cause? Would I sacrifice myself to save a comrade? Or in this case, I guess it works the other way around. I close my eyes and pray that we never have to find out.
Well, that's all good.
Let's go in here. Ah, that's right. This is replaying party banter that I've come across. Well, alright. And if I remember correctly, there shouldn't be anything in here because this was the library. Yep. So this was literally then all the books that I have come across, right? Right. Okay. In that case, we are off next to, we're here, personal quarters, crew quarters. Go personal first. Oh, God, he's in my room? Why? 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 I sat on my bed thinking about the blade and what I could do with it. As if on some sort of cue, I hear a knock on my door, and Sophie enters. He seems much more relaxed than normal, like he's comfortable.
So, did you manage to get any more practice in? Or were you just going to improvise when we got to Balteus? Both are good options given the circumstances. I'm just curious.
Well, I guess we were doing some practice, but just not with the blade you were thinking.
That's good. The more the better. That's what I say. But at the same time, you're limited. I trained my entire life. If you only have a few days, don't expect anything substantial.
Oh, I won't. Take a few steps backwards and sits beside me on the bed.
Being down here has made my mind race almost non-stop. I mean, what I did to you and your family is unforgivable. Yet here we are, trying to move past it. Letting me atone.
Yeah, I'm just that kind of guy.
The most important thing on my mind is why? Why did you welcome me with open arms after what I did? I feel like anybody with common sense would have put me to the blade.
Common sense is not one of my strong suits, but...
You could have fooled me, Monarch. I've seen nothing but a capable ruler in you. It's an honor to serve. This world is in good hands.
Are you serious? He sighs and slumps down a little bit.
Well, that's all I really wanted to talk about. If you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way.
Oh, good God. He gets up and walks away, a weight clearly on his shoulders. I'm glad I could help him out by offering answers to his questions. But was it enough? Hopefully, he wouldn't turn us in Balteus. Something tells me we're very close to earning his full loyalty, however. Who once appeared to be a murderous villain was now showing a different side. I know that if we really did win him over, he'd be an indispensable asset in Balteus. And if that went well, he could even become a trusted soldier. Perhaps we'll be able to spend more time together before the final attack. I feel like we're incredibly close to ensuring he remain on our side no matter what. Oh boy. That's funny enough you keep talking about... Let me look here. That's funny enough that you keep everyone keeps talking about the loyalty things. He didn't get his own little funny icon, you see that? It's just his picture, everyone else gets like an 8-bit. Oh, crap. I don't think they, this looks weird. Everyone else's hearts start from down here. Not his. Because he doesn't have his own little funny icon, so it's all, like, weird. It's weird. I think I should end this episode here. Because, next episode, I think we're closing out Act 4 by earning everyone's loyalties now. Their final heart-to-heart conversations. After that, we go into Act 5, my gamers. We start actual endgame. So, until that episode, whenever you guys get to it, stay awesome out there. I accidentally clicked out of that sooner than I expected. Oh no!